Welcome back to my channel, Air Mediator YouTube, where we discuss all things divine. I'm your host, Deja. We're going to jump into a reading for the first quarter of the year. I'm doing it by elements. It's going to be for January, February, and March of 2024. What you need to know, we're going to pick a few cards. I'm doing one for each month, and then I'm going to do an overall health and wellness, wealth and career, goals and passions, love, relationship, single, committed, whatever, and advice for this quarter of the year. I'm starting off with the fire elements. So fire signs, Aries, Leo, and Sagittarius. Pull up a chair. I'm going to put the timestamps below. Let's go ahead and dive in. Also, for more content like this, like, share, and subscribe on all social media platforms. Comment below what message resonates. If you would like to book a reading, whether it's a tarot reading or an astrology reading, I read birth charts and pull cards and talk to you like a regular person, okay, while giving you some advice. The link is in my bio, Daisbotanicals.com. Okay, Aries. So for the month of January, we have Palace of Cups. For the month of February, we have the Nine of Wands. And for the month of March, we have the Ace of Coins. So I kind of see the story going on, right? So January, the end of December, the beginning of January, towards the beginning of February, you might have been in your subconscious energy, right? Really looking into the depths of your own soul at this time, the depths of your emotions, seeing how the circumstances that you have been in, you've grown up in, being an adult or whatever stage in life that you are in, from then to now, and how you've developed your experiences in life, where it's led you up to, who it's led you to be. And so there might be a lot of, like I said, subconscious devotion to really uncovering your feelings, your emotions, what sets you off, getting to know who you are on an emotional level, on a new level, right? So it's one of those things where if you never really like to deep dive into your emotions and really get to the meat and potatoes of the situation, of triggers, now you've become more comfortable being able to do so, because now you have no choice but to, because that might be something that you've been avoiding, but the only way out is through. And so that's one of those type of energies that has been at play for January, possibly for you. Leading into February's energy of being defensive, right? So it's like I've got myself to this portion of my life, this era of my life, this time frame in my life, and I'm going to defend it with my might, with my all. But because you've already started doing the work of subconscious shadow work, pretty much, you don't have to fight so hard, right? Whatever goal that you have, you've almost achieved it. You're almost to a new cycle. Let the springtime kind of warm you up into that new cycle. And I say that because for March, when spring arrives, you literally have the Ace of Coins. So it's like all this preparation, all the shadow work, all the things you've endured, being on guard, just really tunnel vision and focusing on your goals and dreams and aspirations. It's not going unturned or unlooked. It's not going on deaf ears type deal. You put in the work, so know that you're going to reap the rewards of whatever you've been trying to achieve. They're almost here. It's right around the corner. You just have to keep going. I see a deer. So deer symbolism could be very significant at this time. Just know that you don't have to be on gladiator mode for the rest of your life type deal. It might just be certain things when it comes to your career or your spirituality, because wands is here, or your subconscious because the element of water is here. I lost my train of thought because I really started thinking about how you have all three elements except for air. So that's where that communication is coming from. That's why all of this is more of an internal, but just know that there's no need for you to stay on guard because you've been doing the work. You can safeguard and protect the things that you've been working for. You can protect your emotions. You can protect your mental fortitude, protect your dreams, your spirit, your goals. But you don't have to be on 10, going into the next quarter of the year. Because again, you've been putting in work when it comes to manifestation, when it comes to imagination, when it comes to really trying to go for a goal. You're driven. So don't burn yourself out trying to achieve this, because you will. It's right here. Literally, it's right here. Just keep going a little bit more, okay? What we have for goals and passions, magical powers. What did I just say? You got the phoenix rising from the ashes. So a lot of heavy Martian energy and Cancerian energy, because it's ruled by the moon. So again, it leads right back up to your subconscious. You knowing that you have the power and the strength to be able to prevail against any obstacles, whether you put yourself in those obstacles or it's self-sabotage or environment, people, places, and things. Nothing can stop you. You're already in motion. Nothing can stop what God has already given to you. You know, your gifts, your talents, your skills, the beauty that is you. There's only one of one, and you know that because of the archetype of Aries, being the gladiator, being the soldier, the warrior. You don't have to stay in that specific energy within the Martian atmosphere. So I would question you to look more into mythology when it comes to Aries, into the ram, into the symbolism, right? See, there are other traits that you can embody as well. So I'm getting a lot of also tapping into your feminine energy. That's going to get that coin, right? If you're so used to being in your masculine energy for such a long period of time, now with this rewiring of your emotional intellect and the integration of your past life experiences, you can be the phoenix that's rising from the ashes. 6, giving more love to yourself, giving more devotion and dedication to your mental and your emotional fortitude, so you can really use that as a springboard for your career advancements, your goals and dreams and your passions. I hope that makes sense. All right, next we have wealth and career. The Ganesha deck is saying personal transformation. Hello. You might have heavy Scorpio placements in your chart as well, so you might want to read the water reading, or listen to the water reading when I post it later. It's going to be the 3rd element that I post for this type of reading, specifically for the quarter reading. 8, again, Scorpio energy. So you are closing out a cycle. You're about to close out a cycle, and it's so important for you to really see the highlights of your life, you to integrate the lowlights, but for you not to get stuck in any past version of yourself, because you're still building yourself. So if you are in like a hermit mode, wanting and seeking more solitude, go with that energy, because spring, you about to pop out and it's going to be live. Okay. Just trust the process, trust yourself, trust in spirit, dude. For love, we have forgiveness, 29. 29 goes to 11, that goes to 2. So forgiving the feminine aspect within yourself. Maybe you haven't had the best friendships and relationships. Maybe things weren't reciprocated and on an even ground. And so you have to forgive yourself, especially if you understand the dynamic of both your masculinity and your femininity. And you know that being a Martian sign, you're the first sign. So you're like, you know, the child that's leading the way, that becomes the adult that's a leader later on. So you have to forgive these past grievances. Forgive yourself when you weren't on, you know, whatever level that you wanted to be on at that time, like things like that. You know, don't beat a dead horse. Don't beat up yourself about the past. Keep moving forward. It says nothing is gained by holding on to past disappointments. Absolutely. So don't become an ice queen or king or thing. I love everybody, okay? When it comes to this energy, don't let it make you rigid, okay? Let's see. We have health and wellness, new beginnings. Exactly. I love this for you. It's surrounding the chakras. Root chakra, we have the sacral and solar chakra, and we have the heart chakra. So you're upgrading, babes. You're upgrading in so many ways. This first quarter of the year is going to be so beautiful for you. Just believe it. Just keep doing what you're doing. It says, thank you, angels, for opening up the doors to change. I am ready. Are you ready to change, little Martian? Are you? Well, we shall see. Final advice from the crystal, something you could also possibly incorporate, is sunstone. It says, this stone will give you light in times of darkness and help lead you to a better emotional state. You can feel its healing power warming your spiritual self, just like the sun in the sky. This sunstone can energize your immune system, kickstarting natural healing. So that's something that also maybe you could focus on right now, especially since the subconscious energy was the first type of energy that popped up. And then you have this Phoenix of rising from the ashes. Focus on your health, focus on your wellness, your mental, your emotional needs and desires, and then channel that energy into your passions, goals, and careers. I really hope this helps. Please come back to this reading and let me know what you think. Let me know what resonates. Let me know what happens. Is any of this accurate? Is it just bullshit? Let me know below. Goodbye, Aries. I hope you enjoyed this reading. Okay, Leo. So the first card for January that you got is Lovers. For February, we got the Seven of Coins. And for March, we have the Four of Swords. Okay. So I'm seeing here that, so with this version of the Lovers, I know how many times am I going to say okay, right? This version of the Lovers, their eyes are closed. They're surrounded by 6 candles. So 6 representing compassion, partnership, love, giving, analyzing different things, being health conscious, because I'm also thinking about 6 with numerology and 6 being in astrology. 6th house is Virgo energy. So you could be dealing with a lover girl, a lover boy. So this Lovers is about like kind of being upset about the barrier in between people. Like, I can't merge souls and hearts with you because you still in another body type shit, which can be cute, but it's also, it could cause some turmoil and inner angst because you're like, how close can I get? How close is close? You're not close enough. Just something about the closeness. This doesn't necessarily have to be around romantic relationships either. This could be between any type of relationship, platonic, familial, romantic, self. So it's about trying to transcend the boundaries and barriers that are in between two people or amongst people in general. And that could be within your internal people as well, the masculine and feminine hemispheres. I know, I just created a lot of words in there. I said feminine, but you didn't hear that, so shh. So it's about bringing humor into the situation too, and not being so wrapped up in the negative aspects. Of course, it's kind of like making a pros and cons list. You're going to consider everything, but you don't focus on the cons, right? You focus on the pros because you want to amplify those things. So it's about also focusing on what you want to amplify. That leads into February, the 7 of Coins, amplifying your money, being happy, kind of satisfied where you are, but also knowing that there's still more room to grow. There's still more, I heard field to sow, like teal type deal. I'm not even trying to rhyme, I promise. Maybe music is a big influence at this time, or maybe you need to channel that music energy. I also have Taurus, so it's about grounding yourselves in reality, grounding yourselves when it comes to the material, the physical world around you. So a scenario that I'm kind of picking up on is hey, love isn't necessarily working out a connection amongst other people and relationships and community, or communication isn't just up to par with other people. So what do you focus on? You focus on your money, you focus on your things, you focus on your possessions, what you have, what you can build, what you are building. And so that leads into March needing to rest after so much mental and emotional and physical energy being put into all these different situations and scenarios and aspects of your life. Now you need to pour more into yourself. Now you need to really rest, because when the spring season gets here, it's fucking go time. So they're like, okay, get you some rest now mentally, because remember, Swords is about air. It's about communication, travel, connection with other people, social media, right? Because that's ruled by air energy. It's connection, it's community. So you might be called to be a leader later in the year, and that's why all this stuff is kind of transitioning the way that it is, getting all your ducks in the row is what I heard. So that's going to be one of the biggest focus for you, Leo, for this season, for this period of time. What did I say earlier? The first quarter of the year. You have to forgive some time when you're channeling you in there. Okay? So let's get started on the rest of your reading. For goals and passions, we have Destiny 8. Okay, Leo, so what I'm getting for Destiny, this might tie into clearing out your subconscious mind with the Lovers here. So something to deal with your emotions, your emotional state. This could also be a part of your destiny when it comes to helping other people with their connections. So that's why this energy is kind of pulling you into it so you can clear out your skeletons in the closet type shit. So you can help others bring light to their skeletons in the closet so they can heal type shit. So this is really, really cool. You may be doing a lot of divination work in your sleep as well, because there's no coincidence that the last card for the months, right, was Four of Swords, and that this card is 8, Destiny. So that Scorpio energy, you could possibly be under a transformation too, or whatever your goals and passions is dealing with the subconscious mind, dealing with emotions, being emotionally sound so you can help other people. You know, you're the lion, you know, you're the sun. So being a leader in that field is no obstacle for you. The part of the obstacle lies in with self-work, self-healing, self-loving. You know, that way you can be of sound mind and sound heart. Everything's on the same page whenever it comes to helping other people. It's like you can't help anyone if your cup is empty. So think about that when it comes to what you're passionate about. It could also be that your subconscious mind is healing, your emotions are healing, and thus you will be able to figure out what your goals and dreams are for right now and be able to create a plan so you can move forward with that energy. For wealth and career, we have 30 priorities. Prioritizing yourself, your spiritual development, you know, balancing out different aspects and all aspects of your life. Especially, there's an emphasis for this first quarter of the year on your emotional well-being and how important it is for you to heal yourself, heal that energy so that you can be the bright star that you are. You're not meant to be dull. You're not meant to be in a corner, introverted. Like, you give people life, you give people energy because you're a powerhouse to be reckoned with within yourself. But if you don't check in with yourself more periodically, especially this first quarter, since the first quarter of this year is the last quarter of last year. So you still have a full year to be able to be your best self and be in your highest energy, doing things for your highest good if you allow it to be that way. So focus on the things that bring you joy. Focus on the things that bring you love. Focus on communication within yourself, outside of yourself. It doesn't have to be with people. It doesn't have to be on the internet. You know, you can find new channels and new ways of receiving information and also, as well as giving information. Lotus flowers could be significant for this quarter of the year as well. All right, for love and relationships, whether single, committed, or chilling, you have miracles and blessings, 13, 4. Everything has its gift. You are a gift. You are a light. So I'm also getting a lot of like emotional strife when it comes to communication, maybe from past lovers and situations where you felt like you started having some type of insecurity because of who you've been dealing with, right? Also, if you on some like Captain Save-A-Hole type energy, or if you kind of like thrill with drama in relationships, taking somebody man or something like that. Obviously, you know, whatever resonates. If it don't resonate, or let it fly type shit. So that is not for everyone. That might be for a specific Leo. It doesn't even matter. Take what resonates, leave what doesn't. Right? And so just heal that, because your biggest miracles and blessings lay on a strong, solid foundation. So if the friendship aspect isn't there, for instance, when it comes to whatever type of relationships this energy might fit in for you or resonate for you with, then it can't go anywhere if it's not solid, right? You know well enough how to make friends with other people. So be a friend to yourself first. And also, if your lover isn't a friend to you as well as a lover, and you're being like used or any of that type of energy, anything that's kind of making you feel off, take a look at that more throughout this quarter. That way you don't let that drag you on for the rest of this year and just keep that energy going. You know, you don't deserve to deal with that type of energy. You deserve love. You deserve care. You deserve everything that you shower and give to other people, Leo. You already know this. So I'm just letting you know as a reminder. Hello. All right. So we have for health and wellness, shine your light. Archangel Uriel. It says, thank you, Uriel, for helping me to share the light with the world. And he has a torch. So again, double Leo energy. That's what it's needed for you for health and wellness. You to be yourself. You to be who you are. You don't have to be who you were and add tax, because you're a completely different person and being every second of every day. And you'll never be able to be the exact same person and being that you were 1 second ago. So keep reinventing yourself. Keep shining your light. Maybe add more exercises and eating in the sunlight type deal. Doing stuff in the mornings, maybe a morning workout, you know, maybe an outside workout when the sun is shining, even though the weather's kind of colder in some states, especially where I'm at, you know, maybe a workout at the gym or somewhere by the window where the sun is shining, something like that. You just need to be, or also incorporate more energizing parts of your routine, different things in your routine that needs to stimulate, to wake you up, to get you going, you know. Maybe not caffeine. So if you drink a lot of caffeine, maybe you want to check on that intake and, you know, try to sub it out for something that's going to be a little healthier and not give you the wrong kind of jitters, anxiety, things of that nature. Because it's like too much of anything can be a bad thing, right? Too much of the sun can burn something just as much as the sun burning something purifies it, and it can grow to be in a lush garden and field and stuff like that. So everything in moderation, okay? Especially if you've been going too hard in the paint. Maybe you need to rest and relax for sorts, so that mentally and emotionally and physically and all that stuff spiritually, it is aligned for you to keep moving forward. Final message we have here from Crystal Cornelian. It says, position this crystal near any door in your home and it will invoke protection as well as invite in positive energy into your space. Cornelian is known to stimulate your metabolism and promote healing. This powerful healing power can also cleanse other stones. So there's a lot of what you're giving out needs to be given to you first. It needs to be polished. It needs to be cleansed. It needs to be protected. It needs to shine bright. And then you can put it back out there into the world to be a light to other people, Leo. I really hope this message helps for the first quarter of the year. Drop a comment below. Let me know if it resonates. Let me know if it was bullshit. Come back later and then let me know if it resonates, Leo. Okay, love you. Bye. Okay, Sagittarius, welcome back for your 2024 first quarterly reading for January, February, and March. The cards you got for January is Two of Cups. For February, you have the Page of Swords. And for March, you have the Two of Wands. So this is a very interesting reading for me to give to you because I feel like, okay, here's the story, right? So on the Two of Cups, you have the two chalices. That's clear in gold, that's held up by the mermaid. So it's like clarity, two fresh cups, a fresh start. And below that, you have two swans. So we know swans mate for a lifetime. So, you know, swans could be significant for this cycle and this period of time in their life for the first quarter of the year. Two of Cups is all about like sharing love, feeling equal, finding a solid partnership. This is also like the honeymooning phase because it's the beginning, right? Because what comes before the Two of Cups, you have the Ace of Cups, and the Ace of Cups is something that's given to you. So something fresh, something new, whether it's an emotional journey or, you know, connections with other people, whether it's romance. So for this, I'm getting like heavy love energy, or it could be, again, just something that you've newly connected with. Your masculine and feminine energy within you are connecting on the same level and wavelength now. And so now you can move forward because Page of Swords for February, this is about the newness. You know, Page energy is kind of like the child, the preteen, I want to say, because it's that fresh kind of energy where you just now started something, so you don't know everything that's going to be happening, and you might be quick to, you know, act, quick to speak, quick to communicate on something that you don't have the full picture for. So it's like kind of like not jinxing yourself in a sense, not speaking before it's spoken type shit. You know what I mean? And so it's like keeping that curiosity within whatever this newfound interest, whether it's something to do with your emotions, something to do with your goals and passions, because the next card is the Two of Wands. This is the pink window and the blue window, the masculine window and the feminine window. This is Aries energy. So there's a lot of newness. You have Cancerian energy with the Two of Cups. So this is the moon. You could be working through some other issues or working through connecting with your feminine energy more for this cycle. And thus, when you have the Two of Wands, again, with the Page of Swords been in the middle, it's that curiosity. Do you want to go left or do you want to go right? Even if you don't know where it leads to, are you willing to take the bait? Are you really to take a chance? Are you ready to explore? Get back into that Sagittarian energy of being the explorer, right? I know it's the wintertime, so it's kind of like slower to start. But again, we're coming into spring, March season with the Two of Wands. So you're having a decision to make. You can go through whichever way that you want to go, whether you go right or left. You're still going to get to the destination that's meant for you. So keep that childlike energy, that gusto, that centaur energy, Sagittarius. Keep your joyful energy going. And it's also about obtaining more knowledge in theology. So look into more of those type of topics. The planet Jupiter is the planet ruler of you. So utilize that energy to expand your mind and your consciousness. All right. So for goals and passions, we have letting go, 6, letting go of the bitterness, letting go of things that didn't work, things that didn't last, what you shoulda, coulda, woulda, that kind of thing, right? Because remember, it's in the past for a reason. And so your eyes are in front of your head. And if you were meant to look behind you, they'd be in the back of your head. So let that shit go. Whatever it is, let it go. Let it go whenever you walk through that new realm with the Two of Wands, okay? So your goals and dreams and passions are all about finding something new that burns you up inside, that makes you passionate, that brings that fire and energy, that makes you want to explore more, want to expand, want to know more, want to build, want to connect more too. Because remember, Cups is also about connections and partnerships and other people as well. But first, you already know you and all your personalities need to be on the same wavelength before you can go through that pink or that blue door. So it starts with letting go of the things that no longer serve you, that is not of your highest self and your highest good. That one thing that you don't tell nobody about, that I ain't gonna expose you too much, Sagittarius, but like literally let that shit go, okay? So for the next card for Ganesha, wealth and career, we have childlike expression. Did I not mention something about childlikeness when it comes to the Page of Swords, that preteen kind of phase in your life where, you're giddy, you're ready, you're happy, you're curious, you want to know, you might get into a little trouble trying to know. I'm starting to picture like Tom and Jerry, or Jerry, Tom running into like a trash can or some shit, being nosy. So it's like 3, expression. Express yourself creatively. This could be about using your creative talents and expressions in order to attain wealth, or your career could be surrounding something that's creative, could be working with children. So that keeps you alive, keep you working with, animals, like little baby puppies, or like a nursery or something like that, mothering, nurturing energy. Because Sagittarius is a very family oriented, homely, motherly, fatherly energy. They love love. They love to give love. They love to receive love, and they can kind of like fill their own cup. But you also know, if you've been around a Sagittarius, that they need their cup filled, even though they like, the strong alpha woman, alpha male type of energy, but you still need love and affection and dedication and devotion and that childlike energy as well, that happiness, that inner fire, that inner spark, because life can get so mundane with the way that this world works. And so in order for you to be able to break out the matrix edge, you need to break out of the matrix that is within yourself first. Understand what's going on. So understand what's going on internally, so externally your life can catch up, or you can at least be able to navigate because you understand what the fuck is going on. You know what's going on. So stop numbing the pain, stop numbing the childhood like self. Maybe you need to explore more with your inner child too. That's going to help lead you to wealth, right? Make sure that your career is fun and it's uplifting, and it's not just something that you can just get done because you know you're good at things. Make sure it's something that you actually want to do. That leads us into love, whether it's commitment, relationships of all kinds, single, platonic, romantic, whatever. It says act as if your partner is here. I got too excited, 37. So 37 is 1. This is new energy, leadership. Can you let someone lead? Are you the leader? Do you want to step up to the plate of being a leader? It says whether you have someone in your life or not, act as if they are with you, so you will always consider them. So consideration is the key to success. Consideration is the key to happiness. So you also need to have somebody that's considerate of you. That kind of goes back into the end of what I was talking about with the childlike expression card from Ganesha. You need somebody that's going to pour back into you. You need to treat yourself how you want to be treated, and not give the benefit of the doubt to anyone who's given half-assness, right? I know there's a better way that I can reword that, but that's the best I got for now while I'm channeling. So act as if your partner is already here. It's like that dream scenario that you see. You be having visions, Sag. You already know you're a visionary. So continue to visualize the biggest and best possible outcome for you and your future lover, or the current lover that you have. You know what I mean? Manifest that shit. You already have what it takes. You're a hell of a fucking person. You're a great soul. You're a warm being in general. You're very loving and kind. Whether the world and your life experiences have scorned you or made you feel that way, or you kind of got trapped in certain timelines and time frames in your mind and your life and stuff like that. Break out all that shit again, breaking out of the matrix, and act like you know what's going on. Act like you already know what you want. You do. So don't let nothing confuse you. Act like everything that you possibly have ever wanted. What's this phrase? If you can imagine it, you can create it. And you already know that. All right. So I'm gonna leave that alone. For health and wellness, trustworthy friends. So you could definitely utilize, the energy of other people to be a catalyst for your own health and wellness, right? Also, it could be that you deal with a lot of people, whether internally or externally. And so you might need to reach out to a different set of people. You might need to start hanging out with a different set of people that's on your wavelength, that doesn't make you feel judged, that doesn't make you feel overworked and overgiving and things of that nature. This could also be about group exercises too, with health and fitness. It says, thank you, angels, for surrounding me with people I can trust and love. Yeah. So calling in your soul tribe, if that's something that you've been wanting to do, this is the prime time for you to be able to do that, because you're getting more to a flow state. You're getting more to a balanced mental and emotional and physical state, right? The heart and the mind are starting to become one once you start letting go of those burdens. And you realize that the certain people that you can actually share those burdens with that can help take that off your chest is there. You don't have to do everything by yourself, okay? So again, also maybe going out regularly with your friends that are actually really your friends will help be beneficial for you mentally and emotionally. Final advice, we have moss agate or agate. It says moss agate is strongly connected to nature. Found across the globe, it is considered to be a lucky stone. Working with the heart chakra, this stone brings abundance and growth to your life. It brings all of the healing properties of earth, air, and water with it. Because you are fire, so you don't need no more fire, okay? You need the balance of all the other elements. Look at me getting tongue-tied because I've been talking too much about y'all's business. So I really hope that this message resonates. I hope it helps. Like, share, and subscribe for more content like this. Go Go tell your friends. Come back later in the month, in the year, and let me know how this message resonates for you, Sag. I hope it helps. Love you. Bye.